I welcome you to another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered. Well, we talking sports talk with the Kingdom Twist. We're excited, man. We had a great weekend of sports, and we're gonna get into a lot of things on tonight. We're gonna get into some LeBron James, of course, talk. We're gonna get into some Phoenix Suns and some Nets. We all gonna talk mostly football tonight. We have some Bengals. We got to talk about them Steelers. I really don't want to, but we have to talk about them. And we got some other things we're going to talk about. But once again, we always start out with the Monday night game. So let's see what happened on this Monday night game. We had the Seahawks to go against those Red. Well, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that they're Washington team now. But we had a great game on last night. Russell Wilson led Seattle to a potential game-time drive, which started at his team's own 3-yard line with 2:19 left and no times out. The Seahawks eventually marched down the field before Wilson hit Freddie Swain in the end zone for a 32-yard touchdown catch. That was Swain's only catch of the night, but it wasn't enough to make the comeback win. Redskins, the Washington team, held on for 17-15. Man, we got to talk about that Washington team. They seem like they sneaking back up into everything. So what's your guys' thoughts on that Monday night game?
Hey man, the team in Washington on the road. This they third straight victory, 3 in a row. They on fire right now, man. They got Dallas on December the 12th, December the 26th. That's all they need is one of those games. They 2 games behind. But watch out. Cowboys might be in trouble.
What's your thoughts on the game, T?
So for me, first of all, who would have thought that a kicker trying to run down or block extra point and pulling a hamstring actually wound up in their favor for them to win the game? Because he couldn't come in to kick the extra point, so that made them go for 2, which meant Seattle couldn't tie the game with an extra point. So they had to go for the 2, and then they stopped that. That's how they were able to win that game, because they would stop 2-point conversion. It ended up being very exciting. Listen, kickers are not athletes. If you miss the kick, just go down. It ain't worth it. But as far as the Washington football team is concerned, hey, listen, I am impressed. This is the team that we were supposed to be seeing all year. The defense is starting to play better. And it's funny, they're playing better without their best 2 players. But either way, one of the things helped is they moved Collins from safety, slid him down into the linebacker spot, so he's shoring up that run game a little bit. And now they're all hustling to the ball, which is what they need to be successful. I do feel like with the problems that I feel like the team down in the Lone Star State is having, I would not put it out of the realm of possibility for Washington football team to be standing at the end.
Howard.
Hey, I'm gonna start the show off by saying this, Tony. You smoking something. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it. Check this out, man. Real talk, man. They won 3 games. 2 of them they was at home. They won. They did all right. Defense playing a little better. I still believe that my Dallas Cowboys gonna win the division by 2 or 3 games at the most. But I got to give props to the team when I can't take nothing from them. They playing. They're doing what they got to do. They beat Tampa Bay, a shorthanded Tampa Bay, but they beat them, so it don't matter. They won last night off of a penalty that I never heard of until last night when they said the man was lined up wrong on the daggone onside kick. I ain't never heard. He had to be on this side of the hash or this side of the hash. Man, come on, man. They should have blown Seattle out last night. One thing I will say about last night is, man, I don't know what it is about Russell Wilson. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if his hands still bothering him or what. But, man, he looked bad. He looked bad last night. He really did. He looked bad, man. And then, they got one of the biggest receivers in the league. And did he have any catches? I don't think he had no catches.
He got 1 on the last drive.
Yep. He got 1. He did. Man, come on, man. And then they tried to. What thing is they tried to run the football.
That's what
Man,
Pete Carroll wants to do.
it sounds like to me,
My God.
how it sounds like that one had a lot of emotion in your take to be talking about a different team. That's not your team that played. Why is so much emotion?
My emotion, it's no emotions about that. I just think they won games they were supposed to win. Then we'll find out what the real deal is. No problem. You said Philly would be the one to come down to. We saw what happened to them Sunday.
Yeah,
You said,
I did.
you
I did.
saw what happened
I
to them
did.
Sunday.
But I also said,
Yeah.
watch out for the Cowboys. They are fool's gold. I said that too. Say
Okay.
everything I said. Don't just bring up the Philly part. Bring up the fool's
So
gold part.
so as you make your points, we're getting healthy again. We
That's
will
true.
have our receivers back.
That's true.
We will have our number one defensive end back. So we and all if all else fails, if they don't do anything with these guys coming back, then I ain't nothing else I can say. But we're gonna be full throttle. That's all I gotta say.
I understand.
And
That's a good point. Anybody?
Skins, the team Washington, whoever they is, they're on a nice little street.
Washington football team.
Well, one thing they need to do though is they need to figure out this name thing because I'm getting tired of having to try to remember that they just Washington. They got to figure something out.
The Washington football team.
All right. So we did that. No other comments on that game, but that did bring me to the point where since we are talking about they in the same division with the Cowboys. Listen, man, I got a question. Are the Cowboys in trouble of losing maybe the top seed? Oh man, Elliott disappeared on us. The top seed in the air.
You don't want to talk about them
in that division. He'll come back.
I will say this. I spent Thanksgiving with two Cowboys fans who were very vocal, but I spent it in Northern Virginia. So almost everybody else in the house were either some sort of affinity to the Washington football team or straight up fans. And they were talking a lot of smash. You would think that the Raiders, when it came in that Las Vegas had no chance. They lost their coach. They lost their number one receiver. They're losing linemen. They had no chance. If they came in there, I think what the league has figured out, you can't throw at Diggs. So what you do is you keep throwing at the other corners to the tune of 6 pass interference calls in the game. And if nothing else, you can move the ball down the field because they want to tackle before the ball get there. So stay away from Diggs. Go to the other corners. You got a chance to move the ball. And I do think the injuries, to be fair, I will say that the injuries to the receivers, it doesn't excuse Dallas' defense, but the injuries to their offense has put them in a place where they're not putting up 35 or 40 like they had. And so once they get those guys back, they'll be good for that. And I feel like the whole division is still fool's gold. I don't lean toward the Washington football team. I do think Dallas is going to wind up on top, but I think at this point, I don't think they have any chance of getting that top spot in the NFC because the other teams, like you have Arizona, you have Green Bay who's putting it together, you have Tampa Bay who still has Tom Brady, and so because of that reason, I feel like Dallas will probably wind up being like the third. I think they'll be the third the NFC 3 seed.
We'll let Howard take this one last. Go ahead, Elliott.
I don't think they're in trouble. If the season ended today, they would be seated like 4th, which is not a bad spot. 4th will put them playing like the Rams, which I think they're capable of beating the Rams. Next round, they'll end up with Arizona. I think they're capable of beating Arizona. Their problem gonna come after that. They got to beat Tom Brady. With what they did in the first part of the season, the NFL season is a marathon. They ran the first leg very well. They done lost 3 of the last 4, but they're still on top of the division by 2 games. I still think they can put it together and make the run that it was making at the beginning of the season.
All right, we will still let Howard go last one. I'm gonna go ahead and give my take on this. Well, y'all know what I've been saying the last 2 or 3 weeks. I think I think they just hadn't played anybody. Or they played. I can't take that from them. They played some people, and they are injured. I will say that. Howard and Tony make a good point about their being injured, but I really just don't think they're that good. Even when they're fully healthy. I thought it was going to be the Eagles. I think the Eagles going to still play well, but Washington is going to be up there too. I think them 2 games that they play the Cowboys, they're going to be huge for them. And I'm going to tell you something. The Cowboys, they got the Saints next, don't they?
Thursday night.
Hey, that's going to be a big game for the Cowboys on Thursday night. That's a big game. And I think the best thing that y'all got rolling for you is McCarthy won't be there. Go ahead, Howard.
Wow. Anyway, man, I'm gonna excuse you for that last statement. But listen, man, we always say it's supposed to be the next man up on a team if you got injuries. But the next man up got to know how to play football. Thursday's game was so embarrassing. It didn't make sense. Now, people always saying they tired of watching Dallas play on Thanksgiving. I'm almost with them right now. I'm there with them. I wish we don't got to play on Thanksgiving games no more because our record right now as Thanksgiving, we're not winning games. But I will say this. This dude I've been talking about for the last 5 years, Brown. Tony could go out there and cover at least two of them guys. 2 of them plays and not get a pass interference.
Yeah, he hurt y'all, man.
And I could bring Elliott in the game and let him cover at least one play. He wouldn't get a pass interference. If you're gonna get a pass interference, if you're gonna do anything, they won't get the top spot, Bishop. They won't get it. If they do, they'll luckily get it, but they won't get it. No.
Well, okay. They're a lot to win the NFC East, though.
Oh, they're gonna win the NFC East. We're getting healthy again. We got my man coming back. Lawrence will be back this week. He's playing Thursday. I know CeeDee Lamb is going to play, but I'm done with it, man. I don't know, man.
All right, all the teams lose. How y'all? What's y'all's record, Howard?
7-4.
Yeah, y'all still got a good record. Y'all still good. Y'all all right. I mean, as much as I rag on them,
we better get rid of Anthony Brown. We better get rid of him because, like Tony said, that's what they're doing. People going after him, man, and he's always to me been hard. But I was trying to figure out who on their team they got that can replace him. Who?
Hey, he hurt.
They got to be worse than him.
He hurt y'all bad.
Oh my Jesus.
Couple of them passing the first he never even turned around. He just rode the guy. He just rode the guy with the back on some of the pass. All you got to do is throw the ball. I can have 500 yards if I was quarterback. I just throw the ball to the end zone on his side.
That's it.
Get a pass in the first call. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, let's go on. But look, I got a question about this, man. That Seahawks team, they 3-8 right now, ain't they? I mean, they bad, man. I mean,
yeah.
Do we think it's time for Russell Wilson to request a trade?
He already did that.
You think he didn't request no trade yet?
And then come on, wait. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to walk in the kitchen around your wife and say, "I'm not asking to leave, but if I do, I'll take Beyonce and Kelly Rowland, and then you don't do no mess like that. You might as well be gone. She gonna tell you ain't got to worry about it. You gone." Yeah, this man had it put out there the teams that he would play for. That's requesting a trade.
Yeah, that God, let me give you a little. And that is requesting a trade. You right. And they just didn't do it. and he just settled for whatever they talked about or whatever. But let me ask you a question: is it time for him to say, you know what, I got to get out of Seattle?
He already said that.
I mean, do he need to be a little bit more forceful?
He's just trying to be the good guy.
Well, do he need to not be the good guy?
There's no question he's gone because him and Pete Carroll don't get along anymore. They say they're good friends, but Pete Carroll wants to run the ball and play defense. That's how they won the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson want to cook. And because he want to cook, they're going to deal with what they're dealing with.
Go ahead, Howard.
Man, what I saw last night, man, was not the Russell Wilson we've been seeing, man. I don't know. I don't know if he's throwing games. I don't know, man. And that might want to make him get out of there. But, man, this is not the Russell Wilson we become to love, man. Even if you like another team, you always like Russell Wilson, man, 100%. But I don't know, man. And then, like I said, it could be the finger, man. But he got some decent receivers that he's overthrowing, underthrowing. I don't know. I was bewildered last night, man. Them dudes went 5 3-and-outs. Who does that? Russell Wilson don't do that. I'm like, I think he's done, man. I just think he's done there. I think he's done all he can do there. And I think probably on the off season they'll trade him.
Tony, go ahead. You got something to say?
I don't know if he ain't done.
Ooh.
Like, no, and the reason why I say that is, so he was the Iron Man, this finger that he broke. But if you really look at it, he just throws the deep ball off of that, running around, making people miss everything because he always wants to throw deep. I think he's in his own head now. He won't allow a coach to put him in a successful system where all he does is throw the check down and run the ball. In other words, it's not important just that they win. It's important to him how they win. And so any coach that deals with that has to now say, okay, I have to tailor my system around somebody, you know what I mean, who it doesn't just matter. We could go 14-0, you know, and leading into the playoffs with 3 games left. And now we got to go throw the ball around because I'm only averaging 200 yards a game. You know what I'm saying? It's that whole mentality. And so he wanted to go somewhere where they were going to build around him. But I keep telling people, once you pay your quarterback, you have to be great at every other area cheap. You know what I'm saying? You have to draft well. You have to, you know, get the veteran minimum guys. You got to And so if he goes somewhere, they're going to have to give up those draft picks. They're going to, you know, they may not have any money for the veteran minimum guys. I mean, it's like, I don't know where he could go where they could win right now. Like everybody says, you give him a team like Denver, you give him a team like Miami, you know what I'm saying? A team that's built on defense and you know, all of this. Denver getting ready to pay a quarterback now. That's why they cut Von Miller. You have to cut some of these people in order to make room to pay one guy that much money. So as far as winning is concerned, I think Russ might be done.
Man, Elliot.
Yeah, I think it's time for a change, trade, however you want to put it. It's not working right now. It's not Russell Wilson type of football that's being played at this moment. I think he still got another year on the contract.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that want to pick that up. Like Tony was saying, they're going to have to give up a lot to get him. And then once you do that, you know, how do you build around him if you ain't got the money? You didn't already spend it on him. But it's clearly, like Howard said, maybe he's throwing games right now, but he is not playing the way we used to seeing Russell Wilson play.
But I will say somebody will pick that 1 year.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, no. It's a lot of teams that pick
chance.
it up. But they may not win. You know who may need to try and pick them up? Your Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. I mean, but like you say, once you get a quarterback, and people don't understand, man, a lot of them years Tom Brady took a cut.
Yep.
He did that again this year so that he can sign some of them other players, and a lot of them guys, and see, when Russell done had his money, So he need to start thinking like that. You know, once the guys get 2 or 3 contracts, you know, you gotta start taking the cut. Because man, anytime somebody make up 25% of your salary for one player, that's too much, man. Too
Yeah,
much.
and you're not talking about 25%, and you got to pay 12 players.
Right.
It's 53.
Right. It's 53. Right. That's true. Well, we all say I think it's time. I think they don't get along anymore, like Tony said too. So that's another thing too.
And he threw him under the
You can
bus
see it,
yesterday
man.
too.
You talking about
You
the
can see
coach?
it.
Oh, Pete Carroll threw him under
Yeah,
the
he
bus.
threw him under the bus.
He
Yeah.
was like, I mean, we can't get third down. I mean, I see receivers open. I don't know why we can't give him the ball. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pete
He
is
threw him
like
under the
Pete is
bus.
like Bill Belichick. They just ready to see what they can do with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just ready. All right, well we get that. Look, man, you know, sometimes, man, we just pick on. Seem like we just pick on one person a lot on this program, and I don't really like that too much. But I mean, you all can figure out who that is. But when you because we're gonna talk about Baker, and I don't want to make it. You know, y'all can figure it out by when we say that Baker. Look, man, is it time, man, that they should bench Baker Mayfield, man, over there in Cleveland?
If by time you mean 3 weeks ago, then yeah.
Woo, that was good. Oh,
Because if you have somebody who's supposedly playing hurt, okay, you not winning hurt though. Just because you are Iron Man and want to gut it out, it's the same thing I said about Russell Wilson. If you ain't right with the finger, don't come out there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let the finger heal, come back healthy. So I'll even give him a halfway pass saying, oh, he's got all of these injuries. Then don't put him out there. Don't let him play because he's not spectacular, fully healthy.
right.
And now the thing that made him great was having the running backs. They went down. It showed. Now everybody want to make excuse. Baker can't win without his running backs. So like, well, he's supposed to be that dude.
Right.
He's supposed to be able to win. And then he got both of them back this week against Baltimore, and they still couldn't put any points on the board.
And that's what your boy throwing 4 picks.
Dude, Lamar Jackson tried to give them the game. He apologized afterwards, but he tried to get him the game.
He
And
did.
come on, man. It's been time to. It's not time to bench Baker. It's time to cut Baker.
Ooh, oh, Elliot. Ooh.
Well, I'm waiting on Baker's wife to get a response on what's really going on at this moment. She seems to have the intel. But man, yeah, Baker he's not playing with confidence anymore, man. He's just out there. It's time, I think, for a change. He got him to the rodeo. I know they want to keep going with him because this is how they got there, but it might be time for a change. Sit down, let somebody else do the job.
Howard.
Y'all done said everything, man. I don't need to say no more about Baker.
Okay,
Y'all
there
not
we go.
done.
All right, then.
Not
Well,
done.
he is officially off the show. He'll never make another episode on the
Oh,
show.
he'll be
Then.
up here because he's going to lose next week.
Oh,
But go ahead.
okay. All right.
My hands up, man. My hands up.
All right. Look, man. Look. Can them Lakers, are they going to be able to get by the Suns or the Warriors if they make the playoffs?
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
I am officially
Yes.
off. I am officially
Let me talk.
off. And
Let me
go-
talk.
go
go
right
right ahead. Go. What?
Listen,
Let that hater
listen.
speak first.
Listen. Look, I'm not hating on the Lakers, man. I actually like Anthony
Thank you,
Davis. I actually like LeBron James. I even actually like you. Y'all know I love Rondo. Rondo was one of the boys. But listen, man, I've told y'all before. They are old.
You said that from the beginning.
Old. They can't win without LeBron. He's not even playing tonight. I guess I don't know.
He's
if
not
it's
playing
COVID
tonight.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah,
He's not
he's
even
in
playing tonight.
protocol.
Yeah.
He ain't playing tonight. But listen, man. I told Tony, I was trying to tell Tony this beginning when we started the beginning of the season when we started talking about the Suns. When he said the Suns didn't have enough. The Suns on a 16-game win streak. The Suns are hungry, man. They are hungry from what happened to them last year. They hungry, man. And I can't wait till the next game. But listen, neither one of those teams the Lakers can beat. In a series, they can't beat them. Period. A one-game series, I don't know. Maybe it's up in the air. But they can't beat them. Klay Thompson coming back. Huh. Woo, Lord Jesus.
Wiseman coming back.
Wiseman. Man, what can you say about these dudes, man? They done retooled, and they are hungry. I know. But the Lakers, no. Mm-mm. The Lakers can't even beat Utah, man. That's all I got to say.
Denver?
They might get by Denver.
But not Utah.
They'll beat every team except the two you mentioned, and here's why. It's not because they old. It's because of the style of basketball that they play. The Lakers play a very ISO-dominated, if I can't get you on a fast break, we can't score in the half court. And they have a big man who wants to stand out and shoot jumpers instead of go in the middle. They play two centers that if you put the ball in their hands, it's a turnover, unless you throw it up by the rim so they can dunk it. They don't have an offense that moves. So those other two teams are top defensive teams, which means they can guard your ISOs. They can guard your one-on-ones. They can stop you that way. The Lakers, if they played a style where they were moving the ball and they were cutting, man, listen, Russell Westbrook could be the best cutter in the league because of how athletic he is, just simply by running the baseline. But he won't do it. All he wants to do is stand at the top of the key, either throw it or let me go do my Russell Westbrook thing. They're just not built. Their offense, there's no fluidity to the offense, so any good defensive team. And you know the playoffs, it's about defense, and we stop you because we had time to game plan for you. We had time. So all your plays, you calling them out, and we know them too. So when it comes to a team, the playoffs like that, the good teams, the cream rise to the top, and unfortunately.
All right, go ahead, Elliot. What do you say?
Yes, the Lakers can get by the Suns or the Warriors. The playoffs is a whole different beast. It's not the regular season. The Lakers put up 110 to 115 points a night. That's what they need to put them in the game to finish off either one of those guys, the Suns and the Warriors. They're in the same range, 110 to 120 a night. Now, the only thing that can stop them is LeBron stay injured. If he's not healthy, the Lakers don't go. That's all they need. Yes, Howard, they are old, but they were built to win the playoffs. You keep missing that point. Experience.
The problem, one of the problems is you just said
they weren't built for the playoffs, though.
Yeah, and you just said if they can score 110 and 115. The problem is they letting everybody else score 130. they don't have no defense, man. They defense.
They at 500 right now. They doing what they need to stay close.
Yeah, but their defense, I think they 23rd in the league in defense.
Yes, they are.
And
they're right up there.
And that ain't something that's energy and effort and want to. Listen, let me tell you how you can tell. And listen, man, I would rather see the Lakers be good. All right, so I'm saying this, hoping that they can turn it around. Anytime you start Avery Bradley, that tells a lot about your team.
Yes,
that explains a lot. When he is your defensive anchor, that says a lot about where you are as a basketball team. When the Golden State get rid of him, let him go, and he come to your team and start in 2 days, it's a problem. And then too, I want another question. What's Frank doing? Do he have any responsibility in this, Frank Vogel?
Nope. It's LeBron's team.
It's LeBron's team. I agree.
So nope.
Maybe Jason
LeBron's
Kidd
thing.
was more important
I
than we
agree.
thought.
Maybe Jason Kidd was more important than we thought. Maybe. So, but Howard, you ain't going for that.
Nope.
They ain't over till it's over, Howard.
And then you Howard right though, because if they was doing good, Frank Vogel wouldn't be getting the credit.
Nope. It would be LeBron.
LeBron
James.
would be getting the credit, so he got to eat that. Now, but what about them Suns though? I mean, them Suns and them Warriors, man, they look good, man. They look good. I'm really. Let me say something. I think I've been sleeping on Steph a little bit too. I think Steph, man.
Oh, the world has been sleeping on Steph.
I think Steph.
Not me though.
Not you.
No, sir.
I know I have. I put this guy in a different category now than I once did. This guy's balling, man. He is showing his leadership skills like crazy. He might be the best leader in basketball as far as leadership skills. I know everybody
He got
say
some help though. Draymond is a
leader.
Okay.
I'll let you have that because you know everybody say LeBron, but LeBron around here getting fans kicked out and doing the obscene gestures and I mean LeBron around here he getting fans kicked out.
What he wanted to, man. He do what he the face of basketball. He do what he want to do.
Yeah, but he got to realize he ain't got long left.
No, he don't.
He breaking down now as it is.
Yeah.
No, that contract. How many years LeBron got left on that contract he got?
One, I think, right? Did he sign another one this year?
No, it's 2 years. I think he got 2 years left on that.
Okay.
Man, LeBron gonna be a top. Well, you think right now? Let's say healthy LeBron is he? We all agree he's a top 10 player, right, in the league.
Top 10.
Oh, most definitely.
Top 10. Tony,
If he's healthy.
you say top 10 healthy.
If he's healthy, yes. Yes.
Do you put him healthy top 5?
Yes. I do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Problem is, I just can't put him healthy.
So you say you can't get 4, 5 other players in the league better than him right now.
No.
I mean, what do you?
I'm just asking.
No.
No.
You can put
Top
Steph,
5. No.
KD, and Giannis in the same category. Nobody else goes up there.
Nobody else goes. Jokic don't go. He ain't doing it right now.
No.
No. Okay, and nobody in Boston.
No.
Nobody in Boston.
Okay, all right.
No.
All right. I just threw that in there. Let me ask y'all a question. Can Washington? Do y'all think Washington can catch the Cowboys in that division?
No. No.
No.
Yeah.
What do you
No,
think, Elliot?
They can catch. They got the driver's seat. They got them 2 games coming up in the next 4 weeks.
If Washington, go ahead, Howard. Go ahead.
And you're gonna have a full Dallas Cowboy team ready for your boys. So no. Period. No.
They should beat them on the 12th because they can have a whole 7-10 days to prepare for them after Thursday night game.
Y'all keep thinking y'all they not gonna beat them. No.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Well, that's it. I
Yeah.
Boy, y'all lost 3 out of the last 4 games. This look how
Hey.
man.
Listen, dude, it's the AFC West, man. It's their kryptonite. That's it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, the best thing that Dallas got going for them right now, one NFC East loss. One NFC conference loss. They're gonna be all right.
No, y'all gonna lose all them games coming up in that NFC, that conference.
You done lost your mind.
Only one y'all might be, and then you can't even count the Giants now because they don't know how the Eagles lost against them. That was just crazy. All right, look,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he threw. All right, let's get through some segment here is we're going to start with Howard Heroes. We're going to talk about who had a good weekend this week. Let's get to it.
Michigan finally, Jim Harbaugh and Michigan finally did what they had to do, and they beat Ohio State. I thought it was going to be a better game than it was, but man, Michigan showed that they are somebody to be reckoned with for the college playoff. I think if they win, they're going to be in it. They gave Ohio, man, I want Ohio State to win, man. I love Ohio State team. I'm a Notre Dame man, but I love Ohio State team. But sorry enough for Ohio State. Michigan did what they had to do to y'all. Good job, Michigan. A few weeks ago, they took my boys off the TV. I don't know why they let this game go as long as it did, but the Steelers disappointed me Sunday because I know they can play better than what they played. But the Bengals, they may win this division this year. This will be a shock to the nation. They may win it. Sorry, Pittsburgh. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Duke Blue Devils and Gonzaga. Did y'all see that game? If you didn't, you missed a treat. Great game. Man, Krzyzewski, a coaching fool. He got some ballers over there. They may win the national championship this year.
Ooh.
They may win the national championship this year. And I can't stand Duke. But them boys might win the national championship this year. Krzyzewski got something going on this year, buddy.
All right.
That's Tony.
Well, that's Tony, yeah. And then they should probably jump to, you think they're going to jump to number one?
They should. They should, man.
Because they beat the number one team, so you think they're going to jump to number one?
That's the way it worked, right?
Hey, man, y'all see that Steelers game get blown out, man, by them Bengals, man?
I was disappointed. I thought it was going to be a better game than that.
Man, listen. We got to let Ben got to go, man. No, Ben gotta go, man. Ben Roethlisberger, he has to go. He just has to go. You know, and then I heard that they're gonna let him, play as long as he wanna play, and we celebrate now. This is a victory for us if Mike Tomlin don't have a losing season.
Yeah,
that's in jeopardy.
That's in jeopardy.
The horse that took you to the rodeo.
That's in jeopardy. What are you talking about, Elliot?
Ben been doing it for years for the Steelers, man. You can't get rid of him now.
I mean, yeah, Big Mac's been great for years too, but now they make you go to the bathroom. Just cause you just something been going on for years, don't mean we gotta stay with it, man. Ben ain't doing nothing no more.
Again, it's the same thing I said about all the other quarterbacks. If you hurting and you not the same, you can't just go out there.
Yeah, you got. Hey. And you got it. I mean, listen, man. I know Ben has been a Steelers star, but man, listen, he ain't got it. And it's bad when the guy on you might as well take your chance with the guy on the bench than to take your chance with who you got.
Hey man, listen. If Denver could bench Peyton Manning for half a season, Ben Roethlisberger, it's time, man. It's time.
It's time.
Don't throw Haskins in there, man.
I mean, why not?
Because that backup, Randall, he is not the answer.
No, he's not the answer. I agree. He's not the answer. All right, we're going to get into Elliott surprises. He's going to tell us about the 3 surprising teams this week, over the weekend. Let's get into it.
We went to the finals last year. We deserve to be in
Wow, man. Hey,
that conversation.
them Suns started off slow, but now they are sizzling on a 16-game winning streak. Woo. Devin Booker and found his groove, 24 points a game. This team right now, they're the hottest team in the NBA. And tonight, they gritted short, take down Golden State. It's 18-2. A nice basketball preview of the playoffs. Wow, man, what happened to the Browns? They officially stink on offense right now. Who take the blame? Baker Mayfield? Maybe his wife.
Oh,
But
my
hey,
gracious.
oh man, look at the Packers. The Rams. Oh, they won the game. But hey, the Packers right now, man, they're the hottest team in the NFL. Definitely the team to beat. Even with a broken toe, your boy handling his business.
All right. What we really talked about those three. Anybody got anything to say on those three games? I think, look, best quarterback in the league. Who you got?
I got Aaron Rodgers.
I want to say Aaron. I do, but I still like that boy in Kansas City. I'm just saying.
I got to take Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, you can.
There's some static.
Tom Brady, the GOAT.
You think Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the league right now?
Right now.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you about Tom Brady.
Go ahead.
He has been below average to average over the last 4 weeks. He only had a good game last week because of the return of the best safety blanket in the history of the NFL, which is Rob Gronkowski. You take Rob Gronkowski off the field, Tom Brady is a 44-year-old quarterback. He's an average. He's a great 44-year-old quarterback, but just an average regular quarterback. But with Gronkowski and what they know together, he is virtually unstoppable. So their key is making sure that Rob Gronkowski stays healthy. And then let's not forget, Leonard Fournette balled out. So, that has a lot to do with it. So, but if you look at Aaron Rodgers, he lost his number one running back. They got the second dude. They just doing their thing. You look at the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. He lost his number one running back. They ain't been able to find a second receiver to go on the outside of Hill and Kelsey, but they just keep doing it. And now they're coming back and winning. So as far as the quarterback, again, I will say this. Tom Brady is the best field general in the history of the NFL. He's not the best quarterback in the history of the NFL. And he's not the best quarterback now.
Everybody agree? Everybody agree with that statement Tony made? I know
I think he's the best right now.
The best quarterback
the
right
experience,
now, Aaron Rodgers.
leadership. I'm not taking away nothing from Aaron Rodgers.
I can go with you, Howard. You can convince me to put Aaron over Patrick because Aaron is a bad man.
Yeah, and when Elliot said he wasn't taking nothing away from Rodgers, when you say Brady is the best, you taking away something from Rodgers.
Look,
yeah, it ain't like you said Patrick Mahomes. If you said Patrick Mahomes, you might. But if you say Brady,
we are talking about the defending Super Bowl champs, though.
Dude, Brady didn't win the Super Bowl. He was along for the ride like every other year.
No.
He was along for the ride?
No. He got to get that man his ring.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, man. Whatever, man.
Yeah. We done been back. Let me ask y'all a question. Who should win Coach of the Year so far?
Bill Belichick.
Not even close.
Bill Belichick is hands down Coach of the Year.
Hands down Coach of the Year is Bill Belichick. He is making a resurgence this year.
Unless they take a deep fall, my vote is for Bill Belichick.
I mean, you don't want to disregard Cliff Kingsbury and what they're doing in Arizona.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Considering they done dealt with just about as many injuries as anybody, if not more. They done played games without coaches, without quarterbacks, without starting linemen, starting defensive linemen, cornerbacks, linebacker, everybody.
Yeah.
And they still keep putting it together and would be, 10-1 if AJ Green would have turned around and looked for the ball instead of letting it go over his head.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I don't want to take away from that, but to consider that the Patriots have pretty much a new team and a rookie quarterback.
And a rookie quarterback
doing it good.
Defensive player of the year. I say Parsons, the dude, that guy, that Cowboy dude, man. He is phenomenal, man.
He won't get defensive player. He might get rookie of the year.
Yeah, he not gonna get it,
man.
but he, man.
Hey, man, Chandler Jones is being ridiculous right now, man.
Yeah.
He is.
So, but I was on Diggs, but he done had a bad, a slow couple of weeks.
He went from defensive player of the year to trash.
And see, you always got to go too far. He ain't trash. He just ain't Deion Sanders like we thought he was. But but he's still playing.
But he's somewhere. He ain't close to that.
He's still learning.
If you got trash and Deion Sanders, he is closer to trash than he is Deion Sanders. I mean, he might not be trash, but he is not close to being Deion Sanders now.
Not yet.
And this is man's second year in the NFL. It's all good.
It is. That boy Parsons though. That boy is nice.
And
man.
This is his first year in the NFL.
This is his first year. He put
you know what? I will say something. Dallas do a phenomenal job drafting, man. They can draft, man.
Size for the year that Randy Moss, they let Randy Moss get through their fingers.
I mean, everybody have a
Jerry Jones.
Man, they needed him that much.
Hey, man, they had to tackle that man to keep him from drafting Johnny Manziel. So
yeah, they did. They did. He was going to draft him, too. That was garbage. All right, let's get into it. We got Tony's top 5. Well, he's going to give us his top 5 NFL teams in the league.
You may not agree, but if you want to start sneaking into the top 5 for the first time this week, making their first appearance, that team we just talked about, the New England Patriots. Now, everybody might question, they're 8-4. They got a rookie quarterback. Who have they beaten? Whatever they lost to the good teams. This team has the longest winning streak in the league. They're a 6-game winning streak right now. They're starting to do it with defense. And for everybody who slept on Mac Jones, who was the 5th quarterback taken in this year's draft, he is hands down the offensive rookie of the year, and he might actually get some MVP votes if they keep winning. The Ravens, I had a hard time putting them here. Their body of work puts them here, but when you watch them, they just so scary. They don't do nothing easy. But the bottom line is they get the job done at the end of the game. Even after a 4-interception game, he turns around and throws a ridiculous pass to Andrews for a touchdown and end up being a winning game. So, and their defense is balling out of control. At number 3, Tom Brady, you can't take it away from him. If you put Ron Gronkowski on the field with him, he has the most unstoppable offense probably I've seen in a long time. Every third down is going to be completed because Rob just finds a way to get open. That bad man, the Green Bay Packers. Hey, listen, only reason why I slept on putting them number 1 because I'm still not sure about the toe. Not sure if he's going to miss any time, if it's going to hamper him or anything. But they are playing well right now. A couple of games they maybe could have lost or maybe should have lost, including that one to my number 1 team, Arizona. Listen, no one has been hit with more adversity this year than the Arizona Cardinals, and they just keep playing. They won 2 games with Colt McCoy. Enough said. Listen. This team has it all. They have offense, they have defense, they have special teams, and I didn't know how they were going to do it. They weren't my preseason pick, but they're my pick for right now, number 1 team in the league.
All right. Anybody got any discrepancies with that? I know
the Cowboys didn't make the top 5.
Man, that was low, man. That was low.
Yeah.
Did the team in DC even make the top 20?
Yeah,
we would have to go to 20.
If the season ended right now, they in the playoffs.
But guess what? The season ain't over. So
that's right.
We would have to go. Oh no, I could probably pick them up around 17.
Hey, real quick before we go, Howard, why is it when somebody say something about the Cowboys, you got to say something personal about their team?
Hey, they got a team just like I got one. So what's wrong with that?
That's a great point. That's a great. I know, but I'm just saying, you ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta hit below the belt because somebody say so.
You say something about Dallas. I'm gonna say something about Pittsburgh.
No, I'm just saying.
I mean, but they're not the conversation. The only reason we're saying something about the Cowboys because they was number 5 last week.
Right.
No, he tried to take a shot at my boys.
No, dude. Listen, Howard. Right now, they're on a losing streak, dude. Well, you don't keep losing and then stay in the top 5. How does that work? You know how that works, Howard. Come on now.
Man, they was winning. You still didn't have them at 1 or 2. Shut up, Tony.
They have never been 1. They were 2 one time behind Arizona.
Yeah.
He finally did that, 2 weeks ago, Bishop?
I mean,
it had to be 3.
When other teams was losing,
he still probably 4.
Number 3. At number 3. Come on, man. Come on, man.
It had to be before that Broncos game.
How were they were number 2? What do you? I don't understand. What's wrong with being number 2?
Hold on. And at the time, Arizona was undefeated.
You still didn't have them. You had them up number 3 and 4. Shut up, Tony. Stop tripping.
They were number 2.
Real talk.
Check the tape.
Real talk.
Hey,
you only put them number 2.
We got receipts. As a matter of fact, we got receipts. I got every last text I done sent you with my top 5 every week. We got receipts.
Hey, you know I got them. I'm the one to get them from you.
Guys, look, man. Look, great show today, man. Last word we'll give it, man. Listen, for those of you who will be listening to this a little later, man, just keep your head up. Keep being positive. Keep depending and having your faith in God. He will never let you down. He will forever, ever, ever be there for you. So thank you guys once again, man, for being a part of this. We want to keep growing this thing. I think we got a great panel here. We'll start to bring in some guests during the week.
With the sky open up, say what you want, I believe. They bring what you want to the sea. Who you gonna believe when the sky open? Who you gonna believe when the sky open up? Covenant with my eyes, so I'll just look away. Yes, I gotta guard my heart. Jesus, won't you take this way? 'Cause it's not always easy to be a real man. You ladies just might not get what a real man understands. Yeah, it's so hard out here. Thank God for a God that'll step in when we get weak. Yeah, it's so hard out here. Gotta watch my mouth, gotta watch the words I speak. Later on with the nonsense, I gotta shake this residue off me. It's never what I do that buys my freedom, 'cause the blood already bought me.